Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Monday night here on the Dot Lot for some thirsty sword lesbians. I am so excited to play this game. I have been hyping it up for weeks now, and well, here we are. This is how that cookie's crumbling. So I am gonna go around and introduce, or let our cast introduce themselves, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about what we're gonna be doing here tonight and what you can expect over the next 4 hours as we dive into this brand new game that is available now, in fact, to support on Kickstarter. You can catch it right there. Boom. There's a link in chat so that you can go support that and check it out while we play tonight. So, let's actually start directly to my left, your right. Yes. April, who's actually one of the game designers. So, April, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. I know now is a crazy time for you. The Kickstarter's doing really, really well.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. The Kickstarter is really taking off. We have over 2,500 backers. We're on day 7 of the Kickstarter right now.
Yes.
We are burning through stretch goals. But yes, Thirsty Sword Lesbians, the title is the pitch. This is a game about celebrating queer love and power, romantic connection, found family connections, and it's very flexible in setting. It's got those common tones, but you can be in a fantasy setting, in sci-fi. The setting that we have today is one that a contributing author wrote, Jamila Najani, who is at Temporal Hiccup on Twitter, wrote this fantastic Neon City 2099 cyberpunk setting that we are going to be playing in right now. And we have an incredible lineup of folks writing more and more stretch goals, beautiful art. The art that you're seeing for the cover is by Kenesha Bryant, who's fabulous. So I'm really excited to get to play with you all, to share the game. And the easy to remember URL for the Kickstarter is sword.gay.
Nice. Yes. 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 That's amazing. Well, you can't forget that.
No.
Can't forget that. Thank you so much, April, for being here and just sharing this game and making this game. I just would like to say that. So thank you so much. And moving down to somebody that is brand new to the Dot Lot, who I have coveted wanting to play with for a long time, and for whatever reason, they were nice enough to come on and play. So I just want to say, Persephone, thanks for joining us tonight. Oh, no.
Oh, I think you're muted.
Ooh. Nope.
No.
Can't
Nope.
hear you.
Still muted.
Am I still muted?
There you go.
There you
Now
go.
you're
Oh my
good.
god. Okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
now you're good.
Hi. I am not always an airhead, but most of the time I am. I'm Persephone or Persephorath on Twitter and Twitch. And I am the DM for Fast Times at D&D High and model cosplayer, bunch of other random shit. And I'm here to play some Thirsty Sword Lesbians. And yeah, I could not join after Dot was like, hey, you want to play some Thirsty Sword Lesbians? I was like, yes.
Pretty much how I pitched it
What
to
other
everyone.
answer would I give?
And you were so kind and just immediately were like, I'm on board, and that was the energy I needed in my life. So thank you so much for being here.
Problem.
And everybody, if I remember correctly, your podcast is up for a few Audioverse Awards. Am I correct?
It is up for a few Audioverse Awards. Thank you for remembering.
Because I voted for it the other day. I was there voting for my own podcast and was like, well, look at that. So yeah, everybody should go to the Audioverse Awards and vote. They're open right now. All right. And somebody that obviously after the last NXNQ novella game one shot that we did had to come back because your level of excitement when I announced at the end of that game in a surprise that we were going to be doing Thirsty Sword Lesbians, I was like, if I don't ask Nikki, she may never forgive me. And so I had to make sure Nikki was back with us for this one as well. So Nikki, thanks for coming back.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm so excited. Like as soon as then the Kickstarter announced, I immediately went in and backed it. So at some point I'll probably run this game for some people as well. This is like my brand. I was like, I just want to tell everybody about it. I'm so excited.
Well, hopefully that excitement will like outpour over the next 4 hours. That is my that's my hope for sure. And the brainchild behind North by Northwest, who is the partner in this novella one shot endeavor. Tiffany, thanks for coming back. I guess I'm
Thanks for being
yeah.
my partner and wife of my life. Hello.
I love you.
I know.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Tiffany, tell people about North by Northwest.
Hell yeah. So North by Northwest is a tabletop RPG story play podcast. We were solely Dungeons and Dragons, but we cannot stay that way because there are too many amazing games like Thirsty Sword Lesbians that like we just have to play. And if you have listened to our first campaign at all, you know why the second Dot was like, oh, there's this game that's going to be coming out called Thirsty Sword Lesbians. And I was like, no, we have to do it because I literally played for 2 years a Thirsty Sword Lesbian. Like this
In our actual D&D game.
in which Dot was my wife. Legitimately.
So I played her NPC wife. So here we are. The tables have turned. I now am your I'm very excited to be your game mother for tonight. I don't even know where to begin. As I was combing through this book, the game when the PDF got sent over, I was always try to find inspiration by the writers, especially when you play it through for the first time. And there was this one prompt in particular really just it got me. It caught me instantly, and I was like, I know what we have to play. So, for all of you at home, over the next 4 hours, we're going to be playing some Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Be prepared. Content warning ahead. We are going to be thirsty. Lesbians with swords. So please, be prepared. If you need to take a break because you get too thirsty, step away. have yourself a drink, and come back to finish it out with us. We'll be breaking every hour in 10 minutes, roughly, so we can save our audio. And when all this is said and done, you're going to get to check this out again, re-edited for a whole different format for the North by Northwest podcast. So in a few months, you'll get your hands on that as well. And we cannot even start tonight without saying a giant big thank you to Fulton County Arts and Culture, who have made all these shows possible thanks to a grant that has funded the channel. So thank you for that, and making this possible. So as we dive in, everybody at home, you can affect tonight's game by donating. When you do, there's a big old circle up there, the little circle. That's our thirst meter. When it's full, I will introduce a very thirsty character to cause drama and hardship. So that is how that works. You donate every time the bar hits $50, a very thirsty character will be introduced. I'm going to be bringing thirsty characters all night, but when you feel the thirst meter.
I just got so excited all over again. Oh my god, the chaos.
So we're gonna work together if y'all need to see Dot be thirsty on screen.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can play any thirstier than I am in real life. Oh my god.
Get any thirstier.
So
COVID
it's
does
gonna
things to
be
you.
a night. It is gonna be a night, but we cannot ignore the fact it is October, and October is the greatest month because it has Halloween. Let's be real. We're on the countdown, and so ours is going to take place in a very particular city, Neon 2099, on the eve of Neon Halloween, the most crack-a-lackin' neon festive thirsty night of the year. Everybody comes out in their best costumes, and for a certain portion of Neon 2099 there is an underground culture. Neon Derby. Teams of the fiercest and most well-dressed players show up from all over the city in teams to compete to be the Neon Queens. At the end of the night and throughout the year, they are then lavished for various reasons because of the title that they hold. But Neon 2099 is not a easy city to live in. The harsh reality is that the neon lights hide the darkness. The bad things that happen underneath, corporations ruling every giant tower that beams down on the dark streets that we're going to be racing on. And no proper Neon 80s beginning would be... Thank you, Snow Dogs, for making us all thirsty. The gold bar just spilled, so we'll get to that here in a second. I didn't even get through the intro. Thank you, Snow Dogs.
Clearly, it's time for one of our thirsty lesbians to make their entrance.
It's exactly what I heard. That is exactly what I heard. So we're actually going to do that. But our 80s movie would not be complete without an opening montage. It is the night of Neon Halloween, and each of you have your scene of suiting up. Your team, which we'll name here in a second, are, of course, competing. And as we go around, I want you to tell us a little bit about your thirsty sword lesbian, maybe what sword they wield, any additional information, and each of your playbooks has a relationship question. Now, we can wait to do those relationship questions near the end if that is... if we feel like we need to know more about somebody's character, so we can sit on those. But read your relationship question out. So make sure you have your playbook open, and I can help you get that. And then I'm also going to ask you a question. Something that's going to help define the world of Neon 2099, because as much as I'd like to say I have every detail laid out, that would be lying to you all. And I don't lie. So, let's start. We're going to go backwards. Malin Vor. Tiffany,
Hello.
you get to start. Tell us who Malin Vor is.
Yes, Malin Vor, otherwise known as Mal by her friends, is she's pretty tall. She's broad-shouldered. She walks into a room and you get a little nervous with her stature, but she's secretly just the sweetest. She has no idea what she's doing at any moment, especially when it comes to being thirsty. She is good at flirting but doesn't really understand flirting. So like she'll say things and people are like, "Ooh," and she's like, "I don't understand."
Okay,
Um,
so maybe a little oblivious.
Very
Okay,
much
okay.
oblivious. She is here for a good time though. But she is the playbook, the devoted. So she is devoted to like a protector god here. She very much stands up for people and like doesn't abide a bully. She will either punch you or stab you. Uh,
Okay.
and obviously, it's all about the great sword.
Well, of course, why wouldn't it be all about that great sword?
All
And
about it.
tell us, as we see you suit up, and maybe there's a sheathing action, as the sword sheathes into a nice holster on your back or hip. Let us know. I mean, you say you're devoted. I imagine you care for a lot of other people, but who looks out for you, even when you don't look out for yourself?
Mm. So I think that is Minnie, but in a way that there's a lot of tension there.
Okay.
They they look out for each other, but also they will punch each other. And it's, you know,
It's
there's a lot of tension there, and neither one is sure what way it's breaking.
okay. So there's some tension, but you know that at the bottom of it, it's well made. It's good natured. It's good natured, and they'll have your back when all is said
Mhm.
and done. Very nice. Now tell me, Malinvor, have you competed in the Neon Derby before?
Yes, I have. Not often, but definitely. I, you know, it's all about my new favorite motto, which I cannot stop giggling about since I said it in our chat. It is all about skate fast, smack ass.
Yeah, skate fast and okay. So I imagine that you train all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I imagine when you train, you're very thirsty because Filled Glass just donated a second bar because you look thirsty, is what it says. So that's two. I
Wow.
will. I promise we'll get to these thirsty characters. I
Woo.
promise. Maybe I'll make twins or something. Okay, so, um, very nice. All right, and Malinvor, what is your
Mhm.
favorite thing? Even in the darkest of nights, what is your favorite thing about Neon City? Or Neon 2099?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I think it's the fact that no matter how you're feeling, you can find something to help. Like whether you can't sleep, you want to go out, you need a friend, like whatever, when you need help, there's something there.
There's somebody that you can turn to because everybody's living in this place, right? Together, they're slumming it together. Interesting. I love that.
Yeah.
All right, Nikki. Minnie. Tell us about Minnie as the I imagine the camera like hard cuts. A pink lightning bolt cuts the screen in half and it breaks apart and now we see Minnie preparing and suiting up suiting up for another bar just filled. I hate all of you so much. I swear we're never gonna get to this game for they want thirsty. Okay, okay.
Wow.
All right, I'm hydrating up. Let me get through the intro, okay? Nikki, tell us about Minnie as you suit up and we see this kind of action-packed moment of you getting ready for the Neon Derby.
So first you see the room, and it is covered head to toe with various flags from like shows she's been to. There's a
Okay.
picture of her and another woman roughly about the same age, maybe older. And you see her at the dresser. She puts on her studded leather or studded denim jacket. It's got studs all over it. It's got the team's logo on the back. And yeah, she just kind of like she thinks about maybe putting some makeup on the scars, but she decides not to, and just does this very dramatic makeup on the other side. That's she wants to be seen. She
Yeah.
really wants to be seen.
I mean, there's nothing like a good intimidation in the rink, I've heard.
Yeah.
So, as we see you, and your sword, tell us your sword.
Yeah. So Margot, Minnie Rubio. She has a sword. It's not very.
Oh.
It's not very intimidating for someone like her. It's actually like pretty dainty. That's because it's her sister's, and she carries it around with her.
Very nice. Hey, Nikki, chat wants to hear your incredible vocals. Would you turn yourself up just a tad?
Why am I quiet?
I
Dang it.
don't know.
I fixed it.
It's just still a little quiet on our end. It might be Zoom. Make sure it's not auto
Yeah,
adjusting.
so Zoom, you have to make sure that you switch
am
the
I
audio
loud
to your
now?
mic there
Oh,
too.
there it is.
Because
There's-
it's a nightmare.
Try again.
Hey, Zoom.
That's
you can.
way better.
Zoom can suck my dick. Sorry.
Sentence has been said many times over the years.
Yes, right.
Probably. Absolutely.
So here we are.
No NPR voice today.
No NPR. We see the sword as you kind of stretch. I imagine just like that. Maybe even in the mirror to make sure that everything's exactly as it should be.
Just like, and she's just like, she does a little pep talk to herself. She's like, get in there, do good, do it for her. Just don't punch too many people.
Now, I got a couple questions for you, of course.
Mm-hmm.
What is your playbook?
I am the infamous.
The
So-
infamous.
So Minnie has a dark past. Not like, we'll go ahead and just say she's not murdered anybody.
Okay.
But she has done time. She has been in a gang.
Okay. So I have to know, whom have you wronged the most, and do they know it was you?
The person I wronged the most personally for Minnie, the person she wronged the most was her sister, because she got her sister killed.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Next question. You got all these posters up on the walls. You got a soft spot for people in bands? No reason. Want to just maybe.
Yeah, she definitely likes she likes someone with rhythm. She likes people
You got
who
that drummer
can use their
fever.
fingers. She also likes someone with good vocals. Look, she isn't
I got you.
she isn't particular about
I
what they do in the band.
Okay. Yep. Okay. No, as long as they're just in the band. All right.
Yeah.
Good to know.
As long as some beat is pounding.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay. All right.
No.
Well then.
I'm in
Um,
danger.
And Persephone, tell us as again the camera like cuts and we see your name like do across the bottom. Music plays. Tell us about your character and what they look like as they suit up for tonight's festivities. Oh no, you're out
muted
again. Why
This
is
mic.
There you go. Now you're
I
there.
know why. It's because I keep muting myself physically without doing it. I'll fix it. So, Max Carr has green hair, neon paint all over her face, and like painted on dots on her cheeks. She's about 5'8", rail thin, like just a total stick, wearing like baggy, like transparent clothing. Like she has a really, really loose, transparent, like fishnet shirt over like a bra and stuff. She is kind of nervous. This is her first time at the Neon Derby. Max does not get out much. Max moved to this city to be with her girlfriend that broke up with her shortly after. And as works from home, is mostly holed up in her apartment the entire time, and just finally broke and was like, I'm gonna do something instead of being stuck here with all the houseplants that my ex left me with.
Mood.
She's extreme. She's socially awkward in that kind of way where she gets really, really excited and loud about something and then immediately regrets it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it's like, oh God, I shouldn't have done that. She also she has a little companion with her because she is a spooky witch.
Yes.
She has a tiny little albino bat on her shoulder named
Aw.
Sniffles.
Oh, Sniffles.
Sniffles the bat.
That's
And
amazing.
Sniffles came to be with her around the first time that she started seeing and dealing with the unseen, which is part of the Spooky Witch
Nice.
sort of playbook. Which all happened relatively recently after the breakup. It's only been about 6 months.
Okay.
What else is there?
Fresh wounds.
Very fresh wounds. Like she's fragile, and she had friends where she used to live, but she did that thing where she attached to someone so strongly that all our other relationships fell apart, and now she's in a city where she knows no one.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh, big
Yeah.
mood.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay. Yes. No. I know that that feeling very much, and imagine that's maybe why you work from home.
Yeah, it's very much like people are hard. I don't want to people, but could I people? Could I please people, please? You know.
Okay. What would you say, even though you're you work from home, you don't get out much, but when you do get out, where do you go? What is like your favorite place in this neon city of lights?
So I think Max, even though she is shy, she doesn't have much qualms about trespassing and stuff.
Okay.
It's mostly people that freak her out. So I feel like her favorite thing to do in the city is to sneak up to one of the ritzy apartments and go on the roof of them and just stare at the neon lights in the city.
Oh, I love that. And you probably have your favorite like rooftop too. Oh,
Yep.
that is so poetic. And your sword.
I have a haunted sword.
Sword.
Its name is Lantern, and the sword is an asshole, and I leave the rest to you.
Wonderful.
That's a danger move.
I know, right? It's fun.
The danger move.
All right. And the camera cuts one final time as we meet the team. And by the way, you're all going to have to... Oh, wait, I didn't ask your relationship question. I have to know, as a spooky witch, who thinks you're not all that weird? Yeah, I know. I'll change the title. I see it. I'm working on it.
Velocity.
You have to introduce Velocity too.
Yeah, yes, I know, but I did not get Max's.
Oh, okay.
Who
We
thinks
got
that?
you.
Yeah, spooky witch relationship. Who thinks you're not all that weird?
Probably her family. I know she has at least a sister, whose name is Vivica. But their relationship has lapsed. I can't say that word. I can't say anything like that. Recently, since the
Okay.
relationship.
All right. So, still feeling, man, rather alone. That's good for me. That's good for me. Okay, great. And last but definitely certainly not least, Velocity. Tell us as the camera pans to meet the final member of this roller derby team. Who are you? And what do you look like as you suit up?
Yeah, Velocity Rapture the Scoundrel playbook, and the camera cuts to her while she is in someone else's apartment, and there are two skater suits sort of tangled together, and she is pulling out her own sort of neon skater suit. They're like artful camera angles to maintain the appropriate age rating of this program. But while she's suiting up on her own, she sort of looks over her shoulder and then picks up this like technological belt looking thing off of the other one and just stashes it. And then she's like riding out. She's got like a cat suit that is black and pink glowing. She's got those like Jupiter ascending hover blades, and she
Nice.
leaves a trail behind her that is, you know, when you like swing a string of LEDs, you can see like images show up. So she's got
Yeah.
it set to like just a trail of hearts.
Oh,
And she's got this like sleek helmet going, and she is definitely the last one to arrive at whatever sort of team prep gathering we have going on.
yeah. And you seem like, okay, let's see, the scoundrel. Let's see. Oh. Who were you smitten with until recently?
Max, yeah.
It was definitely Max. Did Max know?
If you're down with that, if you're down, I mean, Max moved here and all, so I think she knew.
Go for it. Max probably has no
Yes.
idea because she's oblivious.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, so you don't want to be. I'm not your ex that you moved here for.
Ooh.
Did I seduce your ex that you moved here for?
Oh.
Ooh, which one? Oh, these are so good.
Those are
I
good.
can't handle it.
Okay,
like,
handle
how about this? If we go the other way where you also seduce the ex, I'll play the ex.
Okay, the ex's name when I wrote this out was Kala. Yes,
Okay.
you seduced my ex.
Okay.
Do I know? No, I know. I'm bitter.
I mean, you have to get it though. You've met me.
That's true. Oh man, yes, the tea.
Oh
the
God, you
tea.
sound like me in real life.
Are you a scoundrel in real life?
I forgive you that idea. Rude. No, I kind of am.
Also, same.
And
Also, can you all hear that sawing that's happening
a
outside my
little
window?
bit.
Yeah.
It comes in
Yeah.
and out, but yeah, we were picking it up.
When we take a break, I'll close that window. It's
Okay,
just
cool.
this is the first day in a while we've been able to breathe the air
Oh yes,
Mm,
yes.
outside.
Very fair. Okay, and for Velocity, this city is special to you for some reason. Why is it so special?
Yeah. So I think that Velocity has Velocity got her big break here in the city. She was recruited to do some like corporate espionage
Oh,
and basically like had an opportunity to go like full into like working for a cause and like doing some expose, and instead like kept the secret, sold it, funded her like cyber gear, and is like just constantly running away from the shame of that decision.
okay. All right. And we do, in fact, see the four of you meet up. I don't know why, but this is the way it has to be. There's a soundtrack plays in the background as all of you begin convening on a corner, basically like a four-way stop, each from one section of the city. And as you each walk up, you see one another. There is obviously a little contention amongst all of you. I mean, knowing that she slept with your ex doesn't make it easy, probably, to work on the same team. But tonight is the night. And you can hear the city raging around you. People are laughing and dancing, music on the streets, a parade a few blocks up. You can see it as people march and celebrate this holiday of the celebration of everything that is neon and what it means to live your life out loud. And just about 4 blocks up is the arena. You can see some of the teams are passing you on the streets. They make eyes or may cut eyes, but none that you recognize. These may be out-of-towners. Neon City is large, but an event like this draws people from all over. And as you all meet up on the same street corner, that's 4 now, 4 bars. Thank you all so very, very much. It sounds like I've got a thirsty team coming, is what I hear. I have a very thirsty team coming.
I think one of them is
no.
going to be mad if she figures out that I took her little widget after last night.
So, the question is, what do you call yourselves? Your derby name.
Like our team name?
Yeah, your team name. You had to sign up as a team.
Oh, that's a good question.
How about this, chat? Toss some ideas out at us while we move forward. We'll get there. You don't have to sign in just yet. And the four of you meet on the corner to have a moment together before you set out to hopefully win the crown.
All right, you all ready?
Are you ready?
I was born ready. What you talking about?
Good. What about you?
I'm gonna go home now.
No. Remember. Deep breaths. You fucking breathe. Take some deep breaths. Okay? No, not that fast. Calm down. Just
Like a 1, 2, 3 in, a 1, 2, 3 out.
How am I supposed to take a breath for that long? I don't.
Here, what you need is a little massage.
Please don't touch me.
Fair enough.
No.
Did you wash your hands? Vel, did you wash your hands?
I want lots of dirt from them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not Mel.
Oh.
Mal.
Got you. It's very similar.
Very similar.
No, Max, you signed up. You can do this. We
can
believe in
do
you.
this.
Yeah.
We're a
think
fucking team.
Okay, we can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this. I can do it.
Yeah.
I can fucking do it. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
Keep
spirit.
that energy. Keep that energy.
And you begin pumping each other up. Now, I'm gonna say, who would you say really started this motion to pump the group up? Was that Malin?
Yeah.
All right, Malin. I'm actually I feel like here you have the opportunity to do something in this game that I think is really, really unique, which is make a string. A string.
Yes.
Yeah, which is basically gives you some kind of influence over someone else, whether good or bad. It can go either way. But we're going to give this our first roll, just so that we can show everybody at home what the rolls are like, and we can take a second to see if you're still hyped. You can be hyped for free. That I can promise on this channel. But to see if you can maybe use that again as an advantage maybe later on. So this is, okay, I want to make sure I get this right. This is where we pull the rules up and Dot checks them.
Are you doing
Strings.
starting strings?
No, this is going to be an extra string. So this is just something I'm going to give you at the top here. So this represents an emotional influence over someone. We're going to do basic move influence with a string, as it so says. So tempt a PC with XP to do what the NPC wants, especially when it relates to the NPC's emotional conflict. That seems relevant. She's a little emotionally conflicted. She's not feeling totally like boosted and ready to go. So I'm going to tempt you both with XP. Or, well, I'm going to tempt Tiff first with XP. To influence with a string. You both get it if you accept her influence over you. Isn't that how that works, April?
So I think we skipped starting strings, where we give each other strings depending on how much we all think we care about each other's opinions.
I thought that was
us.
the questions. Even better. So we can do start strings.
But you also have some generic GM strings that you can spend when you want to tempt somebody to do something, and if they accept it, then they get an XP.
Okay. So I'll hold that then, because I'm not going to tempt you just to tempt somebody else. I want to tempt you for my purposes. So we'll say you guys all get hyped. Now's probably a good time then to do those starting strange, as you all kind of, I imagine there's like this slow motion moment of all of you like, yeah. Maybe Max's face is still like, not quite feeling it, a little nervous, but you're trying to get each other pumped for this very important, and you guys have all practiced pretty hard for this. You've worked very, very hard to get to where you are. So, whose strings? Okay, where is that? Did I miss that in the
I'm
book?
ready. So it's in the relationships sheet. Basically, after you answer all the relationship questions, or some of them in the case
Right.
of like a
For
one-shot
tonight.
with time limits,
Mhm.
then you just get to choose. Each other PC has either 0, 1, or 2 strings on your character, right? So
Oh,
this is something
right.
for us
Yep,
to do.
I-
You don't
yep.
have to do anything.
Great,
So for
perfect.
instance, I think Max has a string on me because I feel like she's paid attention and has like some sense of who I am. Minnie has 2
Nonsense.
strings on me because I think that she's like very cool and want to get with her. And Mal I respect, I do not understand your principles,
That's fair.
but I have some curiosity about other elements of Mal. So take one string each, Max and Mal, and two strings
Nice.
Minnie.
Perfect.
How do we mark these?
In the character sheet on Roll20, there's a string section. So right now it's just like 4 mysterious squares. But if you click to the right of that, you can type in someone's name. And once you have one name,
see.
it'll make another line with mysterious squares. And then you can use that to track how many. So if you make a line velocity and then click a square, it'll mark that you have a string. And I think there's some cool Roll20 integration thing that we're not doing right now, but I haven't even myself played with it yet. So.
Yeah, this is how it came. That being said,
Future.
you should all know there is a Roll20 build. Which is pretty cool. So far so good. Nice. Okay. So far so good. It works great. I rolled with it earlier. So, what are you thinking, Max, for your strings?
Okay, so velocity probably has 2 for me because of the thing that happened, which velocity probably thinks of very little and Max obsesses over. I feel like Mal, when Max got the like gall to go try and do derby, Mal was just like, claim.
Yeah.
So yeah, 1. And then Minnie, I think, confuses Max the most and has the most personality difference, so I'd give you 1.
Nice.
Solid.
All right, Minnie.
So velocity, she has 1 from Minnie just because, like, there's something about velocity that Minnie just can't stop, like, wanting to know, but also at the same time, she's like, I've also met girls like you back in the day, and I don't want you stealing my shit. But at the same time, I kind of want you to. It's a hard life to give up. Max has 1 because Minnie also sees Max as, like, she remembers being shy. Minnie didn't always used to be bombastic and everything. Like, it took a lot of back and forth, breaking down, rebuilding up to get where she is. So she's just like, I want to help you. But at the same time, she's fighting with Mal to, like, so Max has 1, and Mal also, like, Minnie, weirdly enough, like, they work really well together, but at the same time, they annoy the shit out of each other when don't let them talk to each other. Just let them talk beside each other. But Minnie really wants the respect of Mal, so Mal gets 2.
Oh, all right. All right. Can she maintain your respect is the real question.
I'm already in love with the system so much.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I read it, but it's another thing experiencing it.
Yeah, it's so cool. All right. And Malin, where are your strings? And where do they lie?
So 1 with Max, because I agree. Like, Max was like, okay, I want to try this. And Mal was just like, come here. You're mine now.
Adopting the introvert.
I protect you and I make you skate fast.
That sounds about right.
Yep.
Yeah. I think also 1 with velocity. Mal doesn't really understand velocity, but she respects the hustle that velocity seems to show. Like, she always shows up, she does what's needed. She doesn't tell Mal some of the ways she does what's needed, I feel, because that might not mesh.
I just go above and beyond
Yeah.
in every way.
Or on top or on bottom. Whatever.
More and more, I'm just convinced velocity is me in real life.
Same.
Yeah. And 2 with Minnie, because we go farther back together, and we're like I said, there's a weird tension there, but they do balance and, like, help each other as needed. Will they punch or will they kiss? Nobody knows yet. Could be both.
Well,
Why not?
why not? And as this slow motion moment of maybe all of you like jumping and like hitting a pose, and we get a freeze frame. We kind of see as eyes pan and cut these deep relationships between each of you that have developed. Some of them a bit admirable, some of them come from a place of a bit disdain or jadedness, but there is deep history there, and as time catches up with itself and all of your feet, I'm sure killer shoes, hit solid concrete, the sound pans back in, and y'all, these names from chat.
Can I just say the suffragettes? Like,
That one's
so good.
super
It
good.
is. That one is good.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'd rather not do the suffragettes because they didn't like black folks.
They did
so.
not.
Fair.
That's fair.
Here's our list. Here's
the
our
name was
list.
funny.
Nay
That's good.
Slayers, Dash and
Ooh.
Bash, the Iron Mavens, Hell's Bells, Red Queens, Steamrollers, Femme Fatales, Skateful 8, which I thought was good, but it can also be the Skateful Hate, which is also still good. The Flirty
Ooh.
Dozen, there's a whole bunch of these.
I like Skateful Hate.
Skateful
I like
Hate is
Skateful
good.
Hate.
I
Yeah.
like.
Skateful Hate.
There are
Okay.
a bunch I
That-
like, but yeah.
Y'all can
works for
be,
me.
that seems perfect. A little hateful, a little spiteful, but you're here to win. The Skateful
Always.
Hate. And maybe it's a patch or something that you all wear that has your symbol on it. But let's see. The Nayslayers. They're your arch nemesis. And the Nayslayers come skating up. They ride their skates in. They're that group. They all match. Their hair is identical and the same. They have perfect uniforms, clearly well funded, and based on the additional patches that they have, corporate money, which in Neon 2099 means they sold out. And they skid up. And let's be honest, the leader of the Nayslayers, she is well-toned, petite in height, but still has a very cut body. And her crop top across the front just says, "Nay, baby." She pops a very large pink bubble from her bubble gum as she like pulls it back in her mouth, and she adjusts her side pony as she stops, and they stare at you from across the street.
Take a picture, it'll last longer.
I would if it wouldn't break my camera.
I'd rather they not take a picture.
You can't
of
even
us,
afford a
that's really-
camera.
I
Spending
can.
too much money on your lipo.
No. A couple of the girls snicker, knowing that actually might be true. And she goes, "Whatever, you're still gonna lose tonight. You don't have nothing against us."
In your dreams.
I know, that's the only place you ever get me, baby.
That's the only place you wish you could get me.
Oh. And she goes, "Oh, look. They're a little sad because they know they're gonna lose."
No, there's just a funk coming from your general direction.
Yeah, it's rough.
Oh.
Maybe you should check that out.
Maybe
Oh.
you should get your pH checked out. Maybe go see a gynecologist.
The girls like look around and go, "Please. We own our
Where's the
own
smoke
team
coming
gyne."
from?
Oh.
Wait, what?
Is that where that smell is coming from? I thought it was the seafood place down the street.
Oh my god, Minnie immediately turns around to Max. She's just like, yes. That
Okay.
was amazing. Good job. I'm so proud of you.
What did I do?
Mm-hmm.
Spoke your mind and I just...
Yeah, you spoke it all right. She goes, "You're all going down. You won't wear that
You
crown
wish."
tonight. No matter what it
Your
is you
pH
smell."
is off. Maybe we shouldn't go down on you. She
goes,
a matter of speaking.
"In your dreams." She goes, "Come on, ladies. We've got a crown to win."
It won't fit on that bouffant.
Why would I dream about that? You smell bad. I don't get it.
She goes, "It's not my pH balance, okay? We have a team gynecologist, all right? We are well taken care of, okay? And one of her
what I
friends is
hear.
like, don't egg them on. Don't egg them on. And she goes, I just can't stand how rude they are.
Do you all spend too much time together?
And she walks off. She goes, come on, girls. I didn't hear anything, did you?
I'm pretty sure she heard me, but like, I guess
She-
not.
No, she definitely heard you. She's just being a little shit about it.
I'm
I just-
like confused right now.
I just love this game because I got to make a joke about a woman's private parts notepad. And it being funny and not weird.
Nope. I mean,
They have a team gynecologist. It's
they
fine.
have a
team
team gyno.
gynecologist.
They would totally have a team gyno.
Yep.
Deal. This
I'm
is
so
Yes.
didn't I give like a super hard content warning at the time? I was like, thirsty sword lesbians,
Yeah.
right here on this
I don't know
screen.
if it was more a warning or just like the cell.
Yeah, like the neon sign pointing towards us.
Thirst is here.
Yeah. So here you are standing and you watch your nemesis walk off. All of their hot pink shorts match their hot pink crop tops, which also of course say nay across both the chest and the hiney. Yeah.
I don't get it. Are they horses?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Like I was they should get little like tails that would trail behind them.
I mean, aren't
You'd
they
be
each
into
other's
that, wouldn't
trails?
you,
They're all
girls?
like walking in unison. So like,
Yeah.
I don't. Why are they all? Are they clones?
They might be. That's what happens when you
I
go corporate.
mean,
They just
that's-
turn you into clones.
It's a good theory.
You read my mind.
This
Yeah.
is concerning knowledge that I now have.
I have a feeling that horse puns are incoming.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you mean.
And I imagine at this point you're going to need to check in, you're going to want to stretch, you're going to want to do those things that you do as you get ready and as you head towards the kind of gates to the arena. The music is pumping, people are celebrating and laughing. You get in line. In front of you is, of course, a few other teams. The Nay Slayers have already moved on. But in front of you stands this kind of unassuming group. They all carry they're very cool. They carry their skates over their shoulders, like tied, with the shoelaces, leather jackets and pants, studs, and kind of spiky bits that hang off the shoulders. They don't have chains because that's really dangerous in sports, but they do have, the accoutrement that makes you think a little bit of a rock and roll band. And as they sign up, you see one of them carries like a guitar and the other a bass, and there's a pair of drumsticks in the back pocket of a very tight pair of Wranglers.
Nikki.
I know.
I'm
I know.
okay.
And that the drummer, you haven't seen them yet, leans over and the drumstick stands straight up in the air against the tension of the denim, and they fill out the paperwork to sign the crew in. The rest of the band stands off to the side. And the person stands up and turns around, and when they do, you see they've got like a mohawk and lots of black eyeliner and a couple nose rings, in fact. They wear them well, and a sleeve to match. And they almost bump into you, Minnie, as they like stand up and rock on. And they kind of turn to like go leave. It's very awkward.
I don't.
Gay.
Ma-
I
Nay.
just want to repeat that. I'm very gay.
Same. Super duper same.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, did I say that out loud?
you did.
Okay.
But I mean, we knew this because you had a girlfriend. But also, if you had a boyfriend, that'd be
I
fine.
meant,
Or a
do you think
partner.
they heard
Choose your
that?
bliss. No.
No.
They are definitely looking at all of you. They heard it.
No, it's just deep breaths. It's chill. Also, you know, if do you want a distraction? Minnie, push your boobs up more.
The
You have
drummer is like
Oh,
is thumbing a drumstick effortlessly, and as you step up, there's of course the woman there in like a t-shirt, a corporate t-shirt for the event that says you're gonna have to put your name on the paper.
Oh, yeah, sure. And Val is down.
Malin, as you go to put it down, you realize that the person that signed in ahead of you was Hell's Bells, Belles, Hell's Bells. Maybe an AC/DC cover band, who knows? Isn't that right? I think that's right. But
Yeah.
or ABDC because copyright. And there you go. They're Hell's Bells. Yeah, and they're all signed in.
Yep.
How long,
Mel.
Mel? How long do we have before we need to be doing something?
Less time than you probably think we do.
Fine. Okay.
I know you're gonna have to keep it together till after the race,
But,
and then you're free. Do what you like.
hey Val, if you just want to flash my tits a little bit, getting wet in leather is the worst for chafing.
I'm gonna turn around.
Why? Then you won't be able to see that
Oh,
fine
please.
ass. Damn.
They
Oh, them I want to see, but
you
Max just pouts.
Oh, and they go to walk off, clearly going to also prepare, and the person who is signing you and goes, hello.
Hello.
She hands you 4 badges because you need to have like your participation or like your con badge, basically, like you have to get in. So she hands you RIP con badges. 2020. She hands you 4 badges and a key. She says that's the key to the shared locker room.
Perfect. Thank you.
Perfect.
You're in number 18.
Great. Thank you so much. And Mal kind of scoots the other 3 out of the way.
Oh, we scoot. We gotta go.
Yeah. All right. Here's your badge. Here's your badge. All right. Locker room 18, y'all. Let's get ready for this. Remember, Max, deep breaths. You got this.
Breaths. Right.
My LED trail, as we glide away, has my number on it.
Nice. Yeah, it like pans in the air, but I love that behind you. Like,
Exactly.
call me.
There's so many people here. You're gonna get your phone's gonna get spammed.
What else is new?
Who cares?
Phone's gonna get
She has protection. Fine.
I love this so much. And we see the 4 of you
You
walk
jealous,
off.
Max? You jealous of me or of them?
No. No.
I'm gonna roll, if Persephone's all right with it, I'm gonna roll an entice.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
I don't know
Alright.
what that means, but go ahead.
Yeah, entice me.
Oh, but I forget I have things I can do.
Yes.
Yeah.
There are
So
rules.
there are
There
rules.
are
So
rules.
this
I
game
just forget which one this one is.
it's based on a series of moves which you kind of call, and then it walks you through how we make that move. In this game you're going to roll 2d6, which means your average roll will be between 2 and 12.
Right.
And then from that 2d6 you'll be adding a modifier based on 5 different stats.
Wow.
So in this case, yes, nice. A 9. This is called a mixed beat. My understanding is that a mixed beat is just what it sounds like. So you succeed at what you're wanting to do, but not with anything in any extreme manner. Who knows? It might even cause a little bit of drama. So tell us, how are you trying to entice Max?
I think it was pretty much just what I said when she was talking about how my phone's going to be blowing up, people are going to be messaging me, and then I asked, why would that be a problem? Are you jealous of me or jealous of them? And so when you roll a 7 through 9 on an entice, there's a little conversation. So Max gets to choose either give Velocity a string on her, or get flustered and awkward, or promise Velocity something that you think she wants, or give into desire.
I think we all know what option I'm gonna pick. Makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I just I mean, just why would either anything matter about that? I don't. It's just your phone. I was just expressing concern for your phone bill. I don't.
Gosh, you're so cute. All right, but we have work to do.
Oh my god, really? No, not you. Just
Yeah, yeah.
shut this off.
No, Max is getting the messages now.
So I'm having new phone problems because I've never had an iPhone before, so apparently I didn't shut it off.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually like mute the mute. Well,
Yeah,
we
it's
see
okay.
that, and maybe there's like a stutter step or two as the four of you make it to locker room 18. This is where you can put your bags, you can put down your skates. There's tons of things to do here. Of course, there's like stalls you can visit. You can get all kinds of like neon candies and booths to play things. It's a little bit of a festival in its own right, but you may also want to watch some of your competition, which you're not on for at least another 2 hours. You did show up early. Congratulations.
That was all Mal. You better be early.
You better
We
be
have
early.
2 hours.
Ow,
This is
hours.
this is when Velocity finally finds out that we have 2 hours. Because
Mal
Mal told her some earlier time.
Yeah. He's
Love
like, you're
it.
gonna get in trouble, and I'm not gonna deal with it.
You give
bet you-
Velocity an earlier time than the rest of us too.
Yes.
You knew. I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Are we getting in costume for this? Because it is Neonween. Neonoween?
Neonoween. I did the extra.
Neonoween.
Yes. Oh hell yeah.
Moving on.
I mean,
Do we have like a themed costume for our team?
We could pick like a concept and then pick different concept like costumes from that concept so it's related, but we all
Yes.
get our own individual thing. Like if you, for example, if you picked hell, you could have like devils and then like
Oh,
a big
yeah.
demon or something like that. Or if you chose like angels, you could have different types of angels, like stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
We are the skateful hate. So like demons and devils feel like a good.
I'd be down for that.
All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Cool.
All right, there's a little bit of a hell vibe going on.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mal.
Yes.
I'm gonna say, if you're okay with it, that you picked Max's costume.
Heck yes. We had a
Yeah.
costume shopping date.
Yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I know what I'm gonna do now. Yep.
Okay, this is perfect. And we see you enter this locker room. What's up, April? I saw that look of,
My LED trail is going to be fire. It's going to be hellfire.
oh, nice. Perfect. And maybe
I
we
love
even see
that.
you like whipping it, trying to make sure it's exactly right. That image is nice and clear as you enter locker room 18. Now, this is, as mentioned, a shared locker room. Probably just as you might imagine. You see your team's logo, the Skateful Hate, at the end of one set of lockers that create a series of like small aisles down a much longer locker room that is bustling with other teams who are also getting into their costumes. And directly next door to you seems to be a strange, they're very neon lit. They've got like LEDs all around their like white bodysuits. They look like they stepped out of not a Tron, but like
Not a-
Tron.
Bond.
Bond, yeah, neon. I don't know. There's something there, but they step out and they're just like glowing from every angle. The bottoms of their shoes, and you can see they've got like speed racer helmets like under their arms. And they they have like little kitty cat ears. They call themselves their label says Giga Cats. The Giga Cats.
Oh no, they're so
Oh.
cute.
All the other teams are so furry, except for the Hell's Bells, I guess. What cute kitties.
mean, fish are still an animal.
What's that?
I mean, fish are still an animal.
Ah, fuck, Max, you're
They
funny.
Smell. The nayslayers. We were on a horse girls joke
Oh, yeah,
earlier.
that's
Yeah,
true.
someone,
That's true, too.
Abe in the chat was like, they're all horse girls, and I was like, fuck.
Yeah, they are. All
They
Right.
are definitely. Oh,
They are
they are
definitely
gonna
horse
have
girls.
riding crop pants. They're gonna have pants and riding crops. Done.
Ooh.
Oh my
Riding
gosh,
pants.
Okay.
like dressage
Yep,
helmets.
yep,
Yeah.
yep. Riding pants and crops.
Ooh.
It's done. That is. I'm sold on that idea.
Love it.
Yeah,
And
I super love it. And you can see there are a few others, and one of the members of Giga Cats kind of peers around the corner. Actually, you know what? We have a couple bars to fill. 2 matching identical heads pop around the corner.
They're Siamese. I
They're twins, and they have like headphones on that have like cat ears, and they pull them off at the same time. They have big fake eyelashes that have like neon and silver in them. They are like super dressed the part. They're all dressed as cats. I have a cat tail because we needed the extra. And you can see one of them is finishing up lacing a skate. The other stands there with like the helmet under the arm. The rest of their team seems to be busy, but they make eyes at all of you. And one of them says, have a really good game.
You too.
Well, the game's not for another 2 hours.
Oh,
Well,
no, the
ours-
games will happen all night. There's like 80 teams. You're just not
Ours-
on for 2 hours.
Well, when are you on? Because
Oh.
we've got a couple hours.
They say, they look over in about 30 minutes. We're in first string. Maybe we'll see you on the court.
Catch me
Maybe
if you can.
She goes, I look forward to it. And she notices your neon, like, trails. And the one finishes lacing up their shoe, and they stand up. And maybe they do, like, one of those, like, half-circle spinnies on their skates, because that's cool.
Adorable.
And I think it's awesome. And you can see that their neons also, like, the light pulls in ways that makes, like, cool effects. And she says, what can you do with that?
If you want to see a show, you're going to have to earn it.
She looks at her sister and says, all right, fine. What do we have to do?
When are we up? Do we know the matches? Like, do we
Yeah,
know
that-
when
that
we're going to
would
be
be
up
ma-
against
yeah.
the kiddies? Yeah.
Well, that imagines, it's like one of those giant brackets and everybody's working towards the center. So you won't be on for another few hours, which means they'll be up first. So you might, if you would, it would not be until later this evening. This is like a multi-hour event. Yeah.
What you have to do. All right. Go out there and win your first match, and I'll see you back here. Help you wind down.
She looks at her sisters. They both look back at you at the same time. Their heads kind of snap and they say, fine. When we win, you show us what that does.
Sure, if that's what you'd like.
And they kind of high five because they're adorable. And then their anime style. And as they turn, you realize that their tails move. They're mechanical in some way, and they are neon too. And as they swish back and forth, they do little hearts in the airs with their tails.
Mal, I think I'm in love.
TikTok.
I think I'm in love, Mal.
Yeah? I mean,
This
I
is what
don't
love
blame
feels
you.
like, isn't
Not
it?
the only one who wants a piece of
How
that
did you...
cat. Just stop. I'm
How
so
do you,
sorry.
like, just talk to 2 of them? Like, just... I'm going to get changed. And just...
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
am going to use the scoundrel move. Oh no, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's get changed so we're ready, and then we can mingle for a bit. Or
Ooh.
like in Velocity's case, so they can mingle.
So you wanted to lose. You said you wanted to use your move. Your
Lust at first sight. The scoundrel move. When you become smitten with someone you barely know, declare your undying love and give them a string on you. So this is me to the rest of the group. Like, I think I'm in love. This is love, right? So give the twins a string on me.
Okay.
I like to think that Mal has seen this happen a few times, so she's just like, sure you are. Yeah, this is what love feels like.
I wonder what their names are. And so,
You didn't even ask.
Maybe introduce yourself first.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I love it. I love it so much.
Priorities.
This is why Mal does not understand. She's like, you should introduce yourself first and know their name.
If you throw the match for some twin cat girls, I am going to throw you in the trash can.
That didn't occur to me. But they didn't even ask for that. Well, no.
Flossie,
Yes.
we are a trash can,
Minnie, I know.
not a trash.
I know this is important. Say that again.
Why are
What
we
was that?
trashed at all?
Not yet, but some booze that sound good, actually. I wonder if they have...
Oh,
I
there's
have a
booze.
flask.
There's booze.
I have a flask.
Keep it
I'm
together,
just gonna...
Minnie.
I don't really drink.
So smitten is a whole little mechanic where basically they get another string on me because I'm smitten. Anyone can declare smitten at any time. This isn't a scoundrel thing. This is just a thirst thing. And it's always up to you. So they give them another string for that. And then you answer a question that your playbook requires. So in the scoundrel's case, it's why would your relationship never last? And the answer is because there are so many other hot people here today.
Great. Definitely won't last. I love it. Okay.
Too thirsty is the answer.
So
You...
we see, do all of you suit up into your actual costumes, or are you going to wait to put those on?
Mal's gonna suit up.
If Mal's doing it, then Minnie's got to do it too.
Over prepared.
And I imagine all of you go to find drinks, but I feel like Max is having a time. A tough time.
Is having a time.
Yeah,
Oh,
always
Minnie's got her arm around Max, like, you know what would really help calm you down? Look,
Not
you...
your tits. What? Hi. What?
Yeah, no, they're great, aren't they? Real, too. Yes, I was born this way.
I didn't ask.
They're all natural.
Oh, natural. Oh, what was it?
You got to move?
There's a move I can make. Emotional support.
Yeah.
So yeah, Minnie's seeing that Max is like, not really sticking to the breathing 1, 2, 3 thing. Like Max is feeling really kind of down. So Minnie's like, let's get you a drink. And hey, and like, drinking helps to calm down the nerves and also give you some of that liquid courage. And, maybe you'll meet somebody. Who knows? Like, let's go get you a drink. Come on.
Yeah, tell us what you roll.
I need to roll. This is heart or spirit. How do I do this? Do I just do it?
There should be a little die next to...
Oh, there it is. I found it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is...
And then you should have an additional based on this, like the skill you're using: daring, grace, heart, wit, or spirit. I'm gonna say in this case, yeah.
I did it.
Okay, it is a downbeat, and if I am correct, this was emotional support.
It was supposed to be emotional support.
It is time. It is time. As you're like, it's gonna be all right. I got you. This is gonna be so much fun. Like, like arm around shoulder and a lot of camaraderie. You're walking and you all round the corner. You're so close to the bar. Like you can taste that drink in your mouth. And you bump into Kala. Kala was her name?
No.
Yep. Okay. You bump into Kala. Tell us what Kala looks like, since she was your ex to start with.
So Kala has like medium tan skin, long dark braids, brown eyes. She is probably half in uniform, half out. So she's probably wearing like those, those mermaid sequin hot pants that came out a few years ago?
Yes.
Like, it's like that, but blue and turquoise and silver. Her team is like mermaid themed.
Yes.
So like she has like a clamshell like
The splashback
t-shirt. Yeah.
The Murder Maidens is what they're
The
called.
murder maidens.
Everything's better down where it's wetter.
And
Under this sea.
yeah,
Wow.
That's what she looks like.
Take it from me.
She is like right there, and you almost bump into her. And there's this tense moment because, of course, a downbeat. Oh, don't forget to take an XP.
Okay.
Take
is
your
it just
experience.
me or
It's just Minnie. All right, Minnie gets the XP for. One of the cool things about this game is if you fail, it actually means you like in failure we learn things, so therefore you gain experience as we go. You only need 3 experience for tonight, by the way, to like level or like move up. Just because we're playing on a shorter time frame instead of 5. Okay.
Cool.
And there are different things you can do to earn experience. One of them is failing. So he offered a boost support, but it was a downbeat. So the moment is interrupted by a new threat. Yeah. Oh, this is definitely a misunderstanding. We see Kala with her the rest of her murder maidens behind her. They all wear these seashell tops or like netted tops. And they definitely have to have tridents in their buns. Like all their hair's like very tight, and they have these like tridents jammed in their
tridents
buns.
in their butts, and I was just imagining what the Wonder Woman scene where you see the sword in the back of the dress, and you're like,
where did they come from? No, little. I would say like little tridents, like and there's like one of them has like a starfish against a face, and they look amazing. And Kala looks at Max in the eyes, looks at Velocity in the eyes, and says, "Oh," to Velocity.
You mean Velocity or Minnie? Minnie was with
Am I there?
Max.
Aren't you all here? Or I thought we all.
No,
Sure.
Oh, just the 2 of them.
They walked off.
I think
Yeah.
Minnie and Max. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just Minnie and Max then. She goes,
Minnie and Max.
"Oh, not who I was looking for then."
you're muted. Oh, thank you. Okay.
Yeah, is Velocity here? I wanted to wish her good luck.
I don't know. You have a phone, don't you?
Sometimes when I feel like carrying it and
Or
it doesn't mess up
maybe
the
your-
lines of my pants.
Maybe your coochie can just lead you to her again, and you'll just find each other that way.
Maybe we will.
Maybe.
I'm gonna say she's...
You know, it smells like ocean here, but like...
Yeah, it's that saltiness off your breath.
better salty than bitter.
Ooh.
And she kind of like whips her I'm guessing it's like some mermaid braid. It's like pink and like whatever wig they wear, and she like whips it and she says, "Fine. I guess we'll settle this on the ring." I was going to
What's
wish
there to settle?
well, I don't Fine, she says. She seems a little flustered. She's like, "Fine. We don't have to settle anything. You're right, there's nothing to settle. I don't need to settle anything."
You cheated, and then we broke up, and then you moved out and left me with all these houseplants. I think that's it.
You're taking care of them, right?
I mean, no, I set them on fire and threw them outside the building.
Oh my god, for real?
No.
Oh. Okay, good, because, there's been a lot to me.
And why did you leave them?
I mean, you kind of meant a lot to me.
At this point, Minnie would like to shove the
And
whatever
she's on
her
skates.
name is.
Yeah.
So she's like, So Minnie lets go of Max and gets in between them and just shoves her.
This
She's
is
"Back
a fight.
off."
This is a fight roll, which is based on daring. So make a fight move. This is oh man.
How do I fight?
How do I fight? So it would be the move would be
Oh my god, I haven't enjoyed
daring,
a game
I
this much in
believe.
such a long
Is
time.
it fight? Here it is. It's danger move. Basic move.
Yes, a basic move, danger move.
Danger.
Daring is what you add to it.
Please, for the love of God,
You can
don't.
use
Wonder
grace.
if I can-
I got a 10. Oh.
Okay. So for everybody at home, this is an upbeat. A 10 or higher means it's an upbeat. It means that the character does what they want, and then they get probably a little something extra from me. And then we're going to take our first break right after this. So, Minnie, tell us what you want to happen to her when you push her.
I want her. So when she pushes her, I kind of almost want a little bit of trickery in this. So Minnie gets forward, pushes her, and then just very gently catches one of the wheels on her skate so that she topples back, and she topples back onto her entourage, and they all topple back, causing a cascading
Yeah, effect.
effect. I know that there's some extra things here, but what I want to have happen is when the domino effect of the mermaidens fall back, someone is like carrying a tray of drinks, and that tray of drinks gets thrown over, and it spills all over all of them.
Okay. That's exactly what happens. We see it. This domino effect. Their mermaid tails get caught in one another. Their skates get caught, and the group of them like falls to the ground. A waitress spills drinks all over their beautiful mermaid bodies. And as a bonus, I'm going to give you a little bit of information before we cut for our first break. For rolling an upbeat, you see that it's not actually the waitress that's of any interest. But the three individuals in very high-class suits, large shoulder pads, they carry themselves rather upright, and they look down at this puddle of mermaids with quite a bit of judgment. And this one woman with a set of glasses and a tie, she tightens it and she says, "See, this is the kind of riff-raff that these kinds of events draw. It's a good thing we're getting rid of this next year. I can't wait to tear down the stadium." And they step over these corporate suits, like through the mermaids. One of them even looks back with a little bit of a quirky grin as they walk off. But Minnie and Max, you hear it clear as day.
I don't want them to walk fully past.
Okay.
I want to fight them.
Yes, more fighting.
Okay, you hear him say that, and you want to start a fight, and we see it's. How do you start the fight? And that's where we'll cut to break.
So, okay. So,
I think Minnie does look at you, by the way. Like we have that moment of like, you heard that, right?
Yeah, we have that connection. And then I suddenly driven, like those random impulses you get to do something that's not normal for you.
Yeah.
Off of energy. Like, Max is very affected by the energy that's going on around her. So I have Sniffles.
You do have a Sniffles.
Sniffles is my companion. And Sniffles gives a +1 to fight.
Oh, Sniffles for the win.
So I think Sniffles is going... Well, what I would like to happen is
Okay.
that Sniffles, who is like an avatar of the unseen, flies in front of them and like just has this like illusion of getting bigger, this bigger albino bat. And then they take a step backward, and I just trip them.
Oh, okay. So they end up in the pile with the mermaids.
Yes.
Okay.
But also, instead of drinks getting spilled on them, I somehow want to like have the unseen spirits like around.
Oh.
Drop corn dogs, complete with sauces on top of them.
Yes.
Okay, let's have this roll. This is a fight roll. Make sure to add your daring and the +1 for the bat, who's doing all the hard work for you.
Okay.
All Sniffles carrying that torch.
Wait, should I be rolling a roll 20? Because I've never done that.
Yeah.
You totally can, or you can roll the 2d6 and just add what those modifiers are.
Max, I'm gonna use my one string that I have with you, and I'm going to I'm gonna add one to you. So I'm gonna give you
Another one. So that's two plus whatever your daring is with the roll.
Because I'm
And
just
you
like,
can actually
yes,
wait
yes.
to spend the string. If
Oh, no, I'm
one doesn't
spending
make
it. I need
a difference, you can just keep the string. You can wait to spend it till after they've
Oh,
rolled.
nice. Okay.
Okay.
With the +1 when you're using your strings to help each other.
So that got me to... So I rolled a 6.
Okay.
But with the plus... So it's a +3 or +1?
So what is your daring score?
-1, but
Okay.
it balances out.
Balance
with
comes
the...
back up because you had another 2. You basically had 2 points with the extra boost, so that makes it a 7. Which
Great.
means choose 2 and your opponent chooses 1. So there's a list: flirt with or provoke your opponent to gain a string on them through violence or cutting words, inflict a condition. So I'm going to put a condition on them because that's kind of what you were hinting at. Create an opportunity for an ally through prowess or distraction, and take an object from your opponent or seize superior position. So you're going to get 2. So here's what happens. The bat flies out. Sniffles does his thing. We kind of see Sniffles levitating there. All of you see that Sniffles is just a normal sized bat, but immediately these 3 people in suits like, oh my God, what a beast. And they kind of like, she's like, don't let it in my hair. And they kind of begin freaking out. People are looking and pointing. They're making a bit of a scene. And as they back up, they fall backwards into the pile of mermaids. Somebody has come over to help the waitress up from before, and they had a tray of corn dogs, and those corn dogs go flying now, almost like repeat action, and with all of their condiments, they stick to like the side of their face or in their hair in like the worst possible place, in a I don't know, a shoe or something. Really gross. Corn dogs with condiments everywhere, and these
ketchup and tequila smell really bad mixed together, so this just smells awful.
And these spirits begin to circle around them, and I'm gonna inflict a condition on these suits. Conditions in this game are how you kind of mark and manage the bad or sometimes just things, right, that happen afterwards. And there are 5 different kinds of conditions, so I'm gonna say they're gonna take the frightened condition. So they are not actually going to get back up and fight. Instead, the camera kind of pans out. You can see the rink. A game has already started. They've been going at it for hours now. These 3 suits are entangled with a bunch of, mermaids and corn dogs, and we'll come back here after break and see what Velocity and Malin are up to elsewhere before we get too much farther. So we'll be right back. Everybody hang tight. We gotta go save some audio. We're coming back. We still got 2 more sections of this game to finish for you tonight. So the Thirsty will not end. The Swords nor the Lesbians are ending anytime soon. So we'll see you here in about 7 minutes time. That would be 7:40 Eastern Standard Time, and we'll be back for some more Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Everybody hang tight. Be right back.